Okay, buddies, I'm back. Now we're doing our second one, which is going to be meat sauce with cauliflower rice. So the first thing we're going to do is, honestly, it really doesn't matter the order that you do it in, let's be honest here. But the first thing I'm going to do is saute the ground beef. And you know what else I'm going to do to save myself washing dishes? Check it out. Okay, see over here I have the steak cooking. It's almost done. I'm actually going to take it out and just start sauteing. It doesn't fit on the paper plate. That's okay. I'll put it back in a little bit. I'm just going to dump the burger meat in there and start to saute it because I don't want to like have to make two pans all like covered in meat juice. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here is the burger meat in the pan. Ah, I'm covering. There we go. I'm just kind of letting it do its thing. I'm going to do it on high. Let it start to cook. While that's happening, we're going to chop up the vegetables. And again, the order really does not matter. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to chop up an onion. When I'm really feeling lazy, I don't add in the onion or garlic. But I'm going to do it today with you. But I'm just telling you that so that you know you can also skip it if you don't want to do it. And then it becomes like a 4-minute dinner instead of a 10-minute dinner. Which is really, honestly, and most of my dinners are like 4 minutes. Okay, here we go. So I'm chopping it into like squares. Can you see that? Boom, 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 boom. And this one. Also, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now I have my pre-peeled garlic. You know how I feel about pre-peeled garlic. It's the only to use. Okay, this one's actually frozen because I buy so much of it, it goes bad before, like I get it from Costco usually, or Whole Foods, or even Walmart, the grocery store. If I can find it organic, I do, but it's worth it for me just to get it, whatever I have. So I cut it, but I often don't even bother cutting it because like I just don't want to. And it just comes out good anyways, so who cares? Okay, here's my mushrooms. I really like having mushrooms in the sauce. If you're a mushroom person at all, it really takes it up a notch. I'm cutting it. Can you see how I'm cutting it? I'm like cutting it in half and then that. But honestly, you can cut it however you want. It won't come out bad no matter what. You could slice it if you want. I don't know. Just in this one, I kind of like it when it's more bite-sized. But like I said, it's really hard to mess this up. Okay, so there we go. Now, let's see how our meat's doing. So I'll see. That's our cut up veggies. That's our meat sauteing away. I'm going to actually salt it a little bit right now. Especially because I'm using the Trader Joe's organic marinara on this. And it's like doesn't have really salt added, so you gotta make sure to add salt if you want to like how your food tastes. If you don't care if it's good, then you don't need salt, but if you want it to taste good, it needs salt. Okay. Just chopping that up. Choppy, chop, 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 chop. Pushing it to the side. And in goes our vegetables. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Woo! Yay! Right? It's like having a baby. But, I mean, I do have big babies, not with me. I guess he's sort of a baby, right? He's 3. Okay. So, I'm just going to push this to the side, like the meat to the side, and just let that, like, cook for a while. Cool. That's pretty much what we're going to do with that. We'll also add in, soon we're going to add in some frozen spinach. You could definitely use fresh if you want to, but frozen is just, I mean, they're both really easy. The only issue with fresh is that you have to like have it and use it before it goes bad. Frozen, like I just buy this frozen chopped spinach organic, and it just sits in my freezer until I want to use it. I don't have like a deadline, you know? So that's beneficial. Okay, now we're gonna make the cauliflower rice while that's sauteing, because we're serving it together. Here we go. So here's my pre-peeled garlic, frozen, just because I don't want it to go bad. For this, I actually will really always chop up the garlic, because if I put it like one huge piece into the cauliflower rice, it doesn't do the same thing. Okay, there it is. Chopped up tiny. Okay. Flip the camera. Okay, here's my pan. See, I'm turning it on high. And then I'm gonna put some olive oil in it. It's important when you use frozen vegetables to cook on high. Otherwise they get like mushy. Let's see. I'm gonna scrape it. That's ridiculous. Sometimes I'm ridiculous. What can I say? Okay, look, while we're doing this, we can check on our sauteing nicely. Okay, there it is. Now we have our bag of cauliflower rice. And I'm just gonna, you know what? You can just look out my window for a second while I rip it open. Okay, now, here we go. I'm just gonna pour it in. Dump it in. There you go. If you wanted to keep this like non-dairy, I mean like not with meat, you can use a different spoon, but I'm just using the same spoon to go back and forth. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this for a sec. Because I'm using this as like to serve the meat sauce with, I'm going to keep it pretty, I don't want to say bland, but you know, I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'm just going to do a little salt, a little garlic powder, and a little turmeric for color. Because, oh no, that wasn't a little, I opened the wrong side. Okay, it's not a little turmeric, it's a lot of turmeric, that's alright. You know, like on the spice thing, you can open like the big side or the little side. I opened the big side, not the little side. No, but it'll still be good, don't worry. Do a little garlic powder. Boom. Okay, now let's check on our meat sauce. Look, everything's pretty cooked. So, stirring all that together. Now, I'm going to add in, sorry, showing you the wrong one. I'm going to add in, hold on, the frozen spinach. Still getting emails. The frozen spinach. I'm going to add in like this much. You can see. I'll show you. Like this much frozen spinach I'm going to add in. And then, if you want to bulk this up and have the meal go longer, I'm also going to put in a can of chickpeas, garbanzo beans. And if you're vegetarian, you could just make this exact same dish just without the meat and just use the garbanzo beans as your like main thing. I'm just going to pour out the water. Ah, be careful. You don't want to cut yourself. Okay. In goes the thing. In goes this. And now I'm going to get the tomato sauce and pour it on top. Okay. So this is the tomato sauce I use. Honestly, it's not the best one in the world. But it totally does the job. Here it is. Especially if you're putting all these other yummy ingredients. Like, you don't really need to have an amazing one. My favorite one is Quesana. Have you seen that one? I just get annoyed buying it because it's like almost $5 for a jar, and I just feel like it's stupid. Okay, so now we're gonna Stir this. And of course, if you're low carb, you can not add the chickpeas. Okay, here we go. So now I'm just going to put a cover on that. Steal it from that one. And let it cook for like another 15 minutes or so. And here we are at our cauliflower rice. It's very yellow. Pushing the light on. Ooh, is that better or weird? I think it's better without it, right? Now it's hard to see. Okay. And that's done. So there you go. That's your dinner. That's your dinner. So if you want to just serve the meat sauce over the cauliflower rice, and you want to make it vegetarian, leave out the meat, although I guess I called it meat sauce, but you know what I mean. If you want to make it low carb, leave out the chickpeas. Having pickle or sauerkraut with it would be also a good idea, but it's not as big of an issue because it also has a lot more fibery vegetables in it that help your body digest it. So, hope that was awesome, and on to the next one.